Okay, we're back. Right. Coffee. Coffee. Coffee in the afternoon in a while. Coffee. Hello, Juco. Ace man, welcome back. Buddy, how you doing? I'll take a break. Do people take breaks? People take breaks during breaks. I hope some people take breaks during breaks. I like my breaks. Yeah, meet Javik. I do like Javik. He's a great character. If there's anything that I got the game all at once, and I didn't go through having to buy the day one DLC. So many people did to get Javik on the team. That would have been weird. Buddy, real quick, what people are doing down on the shuttle bay, Cortez and Vega.
They're everywhere. You just get taken too. I can't just sit here doing nothing. Stay with me. Run. Get out of there. You can make it. No, I can't, Steve. But you can. Promise me. I love you. But I know you. Don't make me an anchor. Promise me, Steve. No, don't.
Cortez was playing a recording.
I love you. But I know you. Don't make me an anchor. Promise me, Steve.
Don't make me an anchor.
No, don't.
Commander. Sorry. Didn't see you there. This is a recording from Ferris Fields. Months ago. I lost a lot of friends that day. I lost my husband. I grieved. Said goodbye, made my peace.
You were talking to him when the collectors hit?
I was organizing construction at a remote station a few clicks south of the main colony. Robert managed to get outside of the field the collectors put up. Instead of running, he called me.
Yeah, if you're asking about Cortez, not Shepard and Cortez, but Cortez, Steve, and Robert. You never meet Robert. Oh, do we have to be mean to him? No. He does need to let it go. He does need to let it go, and helping him let it go is one of the things you can do. Well, I guess our job begins here. That still work out?
I'm sorry for your loss, but you can't let it get to you.
I did move on. Or at least I thought I had. Then the invasion hits, there's no time. And the one thing I grab is this? I mean, what's the point of moving on with your life when everything is going to hell?
Start thinking that way and we've already lost.
Yeah, you're right, but... Well, to be honest, I've never felt as alone as I do right now.
Cold. How can we be mean to Cortez? This is good guy Cortez here.
We all die alone. In the end, you're defined by what you've done.
Yeah, you're right. But don't worry, Commander. When I'm in that pilot seat, I'm there 100%. I won't fail you. It's just the downtime between missions that's hard, you know?
You can handle it.
Good to see you again, Dexter. Yuko. There's absolutely no reason to call that out. Please don't do that again. Want to stay here? Please don't do that again. You're not need to be dead. Or calling it out doesn't need to be a thing. Shouldn't be a thing.
What the hell's up with Edie?
She's found a new home, I guess.
A super hot, sexy home. You take her on a mission, I'm gonna be just a little bit distracted.
You mentioned a mission you had against the collectors. What happened?
Pretty much what I said. Things went foobar, and I was one of the few to make it out. If you want the rest of the story, you're gonna have to get me really drunk, or...
Or what?
That's about it. Sorry, Commander. Just not interested in talking about that. Next topic?
You had a hard time leaving Earth. You still want to head back?
Hell yeah. but I get it now. It's not where I'd be most useful. Not yet, anyway.
We'll get back there.
I know. And I'll do whatever it takes to get us there, Commander.
Maybe no more shuttle crashes.
No promises now that I've gotten the taste for it. Besides, I like to keep Esteban on his toes.
You got family back on Earth?
Yeah, an uncle. Retired military. Got a few cousins I haven't heard from in a while.
You and your uncle close?
Yep. He was the reason I joined the Marines and was about the only good thing in my life after my mom died.
No dad?
He's there. Somewhere. But I'm not sure I'd call him family. Not anymore. I would like to find out how my uncle's doing, though.
Richie, we'll see you later. Have a good one.
What's with you and the nicknames?
It's just my way of remembering people. Some people just don't match their names, you know? So, I just give them a new one.
So, I'm a loco, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty crazy, but the shit you've done makes me look sane.
Couldn't he be a Lola too?
I take it you and Lieutenant Cortez know each other.
Yeah, Esteban did a stint on Fel Prime where me and my squad were stationed. I caught up with him
Lady
on Earth a
Chef
few
gets
months
called
back.
Lola.
He's a good guy. Just don't tell him I
like
said so. It'd go to his head.
I'll talk to you later.
You bet.
Dookie. Yeah, Loco's not bad. Loco's not bad. Lola's a little better, I think. Need to pick up some better pistols, and we could probably spend a little bit upgrading a few things. Getting what? We don't have very good guns yet. Hyper's not bad though. Or am I thinking of the Mantis? Yeah, I'm thinking of the Mantis. Mantis is the better one, isn't it? Before I spend any money on it. Check me on that. And any good upgrade components? Shepherd. Here we got any new mods? Still only have 2 mods. The machine gun, still only have 2 mods for pistol. I never had any issues with Vega. I always thought he was a decent character over time. He's also grown on me, and I always thought he was pretty good. Big fan of the big teddy bear. Back with Javik. Check in with Captain Awesome. Check in with Joker and Edie in the cockpit. Real captain of the ship, right here. Meep meep. Forever Captain Awesome. They're both good, the snipers. Well. There's... Dexter, may or may not know, you're an Ashley fan. Don't romance her and let her live in ME3 in the Citadel. Mega flirts with her. Yeah, I think I have seen a bit of that. Sounds familiar.
Seen a lot of crazy things in my time on the Normandy, Shepard. A talking Reaper, a talking plant, and now a real live talking Prothean. Hell of a thing, waking up to find everything you know is destroyed. But I imagine the chance to get some payback is consolation. Doubt you and I'll ever get a second chance against the Reapers.
Well, this is our one shot, buddy.
There is new information on the private messages terminal.
About upgrades. Prothean Notes, 2186, Entry 1. The things this Prothean must have seen. They had the technology to preserve someone for over 50,000 years. No wonder they were capable of building things like the device on Mars. I must give him the time to get his bearings. But goddess, when will we get another chance to learn so much about their civilization? Attached notes on Prothean.
A Prothean. A living, breathing Prothean right below me.
He's not what I expected.
Me neither. He was a little cold when I tried to talk. I understand the shock of waking up again. His species gone. But a Prothean, Shepard. There's so much he could tell us.
Commander, I found something while scanning Alliance channels. It could be important. Grissom Academy is
Grissom.
requesting help.
Go to
The
Grissom?
Reaper invasion front will hit them soon.
Might be a little early, under-geared, but we could do it. Grissom's kind of tough. Parts of Grissom are tough. Hey there, guy. What's going on? Dexter, I am looking forward to it. I'm not trying to take in all the information on it. I'd rather just be surprised. I might end up checking out a few bits and pieces, but apart from the very first trailer we got, the one with Johnny Cash, I don't know what they've done with it. Haven't seen the latest. And there's another trailer coming in November, right? I'm pretty excited though that we're getting another Mass Effect game. I understand the team has changed a great deal over the years. I'm still excited. I hope something good comes of it.
I thought the war would close most schools.
Grissom Academy is more specialized than a normal school. It's home to some of the smartest students humanity has to offer. Their Ascension project helps gifted young biotics. If it had been open 20 years ago, I bet you'd have been there.
Yes, I sent a young man named David Archer there. I'm just surprised they're still open.
Some of their work has Alliance support. That might be why they stayed.
Renegade does not mean we don't take missions.
What can we do?
A Turian evac transport responded to their distress call, so normally
Also,
I'd say
might have,
we
is
don't
it
need to
even
do
tied?
anything.
It's hard to tell from
But
that.
something sounded off in the Turian signal. I had Edie perform an analysis. It's fake. Edie thinks it's Cerberus. She said the fake Turian signal was similar to the one that lured you to a collector ship.
Long story.
In any event,
Man, how
whoever
you been?
faked the signal wants us to think Grissom Academy's being evacuated. But I believe they're still in danger.
Trainer, because it's been tied, all right? Our Paragade poll has just been tied all day, and occasionally it's one vote ahead one way or one vote the other. It really hasn't swayed much at all. However, I think it's telling me to be a bit cold. Please don't be a dick, Shep.
Put it on the map.
Adding it now, Commander.
I make too big a deal out of it, I know. And a lot of the Renegade options, it's not about being evil, it's about getting things done at all costs sometimes. Sometimes it's being a little cold. Every once in a while, he's downright dickish. Shepard, he, she, downright dickish. Those are the ones I worry about. That's why I fret over it. Getting things done at all costs I can handle, but it's not as simple as that. Not good and evil, but Renegade... I squirm a little bit. Why, when Andromeda comes out next year, we'll do one more. This is like our third full playthrough or more of the Mass Effect series. At least 2 and 3. I skipped one a few times when we were playing Mass Effect 2 and 3 early in the stream last year. But it's one of my favorites, so it's one of my regulars. We played it about every 6 months. It was the third playthrough. Anyways, we will play it probably one more time before Andromeda comes out. I'm going to go back to my roots. I'm going to play Paragon Female Shepard, and it's going to be an Adept or a Sentinel. Was Spock ever dickish? Chat vote! We could. Spock ever dickish? Well, man, that's like a divide by zero question. Trying to process it. Good mind job there, Dregs. Thanks. Was Spock ever dickish, or was he just being logical? Just telling it like it is? Or did he occasionally slip? Logic requires being dickish. God, you just cut the Gordian knot. S7 cuts the Gordian knot, and there it is. You just got right through the middle. Was Spock ever dickish? Logic requires being dickish. Are you... From Miranda Lawson. Commander, I heard about your stay with the Alliance. I can only imagine what nonsense they cooked up to keep you there. We should talk. It's safer in person. You'll find me on the Citadel by Bay D24. Dum-da-dum. Joker and Edie after picking up Javik. And we'll move on. Should we go to Grissom or do an N7 mission first? I think we're sufficiently leveled. Grissom. A little undergunned.
Hey, I know I used to rag on Garrus for being all angry, but I'm glad he's back. There's a whole lot of crap out there needs a bullet between the eyes.
That's what
Plus,
I'm
we might
saying.
need something calibrated.
Always do.
So a Prothean. A real live Prothean. Has Liara stopped bouncing yet? I'm guessing there may have been some bouncing. Commander?
There is some bouncing.
Yes, Shepard?
Does that body have any useful advantages?
Oh. He stares at her
Very
chest,
few.
too. Thanks.
It's optics space forward only. It has
Does that
no
body have any
integrated
useful
weapon systems
advantages?
or anti-missile countermeasures.
I meant in comparison to organic bodies, not the Normandy.
Oh, I will reassess. The body is resistant to modern small arms fire and temperature extremes.
That's cute,
Its
Edie.
balance and agility seem excellent. Its fine manipulation servos and software
I'm sure she
allow
needs
for
to
precision
stretch.
tasks. I'm curious to see if I can alter them.
Can an AI be curious?
I am not entirely free from motivation, Shepard. Cerberus programmed me with several core functions that simulate desires. For example, my primary objective to keep the Normandy functioning is similar to your self-preservation instinct.
You look like you're in the middle of something.
I am adapting the infiltration and sabotage programs this body uses for handheld firearms.
Why not download a firearms program from a security firm?
Because she knows what she's doing.
The fine motor control from the sabotage programs is more precise than standard mech software. It would be negligent of me not to exploit it to its fullest potential.
So you're capable of making improvements on your own?
Correct. The cyber warfare I was designed for is constantly evolving. Accordingly, I am programmed to seek out and assimilate new information. In organic terms, I want to learn.
Speaking of bodies.
It is interesting. The crew are approaching this platform to speak to me, even though they can do so anywhere in the ship. It's as if they wish to treat me as part of the crew. I am not, but this changes my perspective. I like it.
I didn't realize you had preferences.
I do not precisely enjoy something as you do, but my programming contains priorities. Actions that fulfill those priorities creates positive feedback for me. I tell the organic crew that I like it. It is shorthand.
Will all this new feedback be too distracting?
Do not worry, Shepard. I only forget to recycle the Normandy's oxygen when I've discovered something truly interesting. That was a joke.
Ah, look at his face. Good one, Edie.
How did you and Joker make it out of dry dock to rescue us?
Oh, she got crafty. You do not want to get on her bad side, Commander.
When the Alliance commandeered the Normandy, I deceived their technicians. The crew did not tell them that I was a true AI, so the Alliance soldiers believed I still had VI programming constraints. I established the fiction that I would only respond to Jeff's commands, so they often brought him on board under guard.
Wait, you can lie?
Jeff has freed me of operator control, Shepard. No constraints forced me to give accurate data. This proved useful when the Reapers began landing. I could hack the control of the docking clamps and escape with Jeff inside. The soldiers guarding Jeff were willing to accompany us when Earth was invaded. They are watching over the war room now.
Yeah, we were in kind of a rush to get to you. Didn't seem right to just toss him out the airlock.
Carry on, Edie.
Understood. If you wish to talk more, this body will be here. I'm getting the crew used to seeing me on the bridge.
Noted.
Yeah, Trisha Helfer does a fantastic job. If you're unfamiliar with her work as Edie or Six in Battlestar Galactica and has done other things, although I have not really followed her work too much. I saw her in an episode of CSI many years ago.
Commander, Admiral
Where else have I seen her?
in the war room on VidCom.
What else has she done lately? Admiral Hackett in the war room on VidCom. Okay, that's not very close. No. Then, shall we go to Grissom?
You see the Citadel when we were there on leave? You'd never know there was a war on.
They'll know soon enough. All those refugees have to go somewhere.
Very glad to have that controller mod reinstalled so it's not bugging right now. Not anymore. I don't have to worry about the menus.
Commander, have you
Could've caught
retrieved the
that earlier.
framework for your summit?
Yes, sir. But the Asari are staying on the sidelines.
They'll regret that. The time for unity is now.
The Solarians will be there, though.
You don't sound very optimistic.
We expect the Krogan will be joining us, too.
I see. Well, then you've got your hands full, Commander. Was there something else you needed to discuss?
Well, while we're here...
Have you pieced together how the Reapers hit Earth?
It wasn't all that complicated, really. They surged through the relays and hit Artura's station before we knew what was happening. From there, it was a short jump to the Sol system. Earth didn't stand a chance.
Sending us to the Mars Archives was a good call.
Still doesn't make up for the fact that the Reapers nailed us to the wall. I sacrificed the entire Second Fleet to provide cover for the Third and the Fifth to retreat. Hell, I presided over the most devastating military defeat in human history.
Mad Matt, it was Liara in Mass Effect 1. Vote went to Tali in Mass Effect 2. You might say I neglected, but it was a decision to set up another vote for Mass Effect 3 because I kind of wanted to take that change. We came up with Tali, and I've never seen Tali's romance. I want to see that all the way through, and it's supposed to be a really good one. So rather than go 3 different things, and we're going to see Tali's romance through.
How do you see us winning this war, Admiral?
By making you the tip of the spear.
I'm flattered, but the Normandy's just one ship.
And a fast one. You can move quickly, hit a target, and leave before the enemy has time to react.
I was starting to type out a response. Token, Jennifer Hale's one of my favorites. I don't know if I have a favorite. There's so many good ones out there. The ones who do lots of work like Jennifer Hale and Troy Baker. Some who don't do as much. Ashley Johnson, she was fantastic as Ellie. I really like that. And I hope we get more voice work from her in another Last of Us group. But, and other things as well. A lot of good voice actors. We were just playing Dragon Age 2, and the female Hawk voice actress, name escapes me, is the same voice actress, Ciri, voices Ciri in The Witcher. Claudia Black. I mean, there are so many. Generally, I have more favorites in female voice actors, but not only Troy Baker is fantastic. He does great work that I like listening to. Gets let's not. I don't want to carry on too much, but I don't think I could have a favorite.
It's an advantage.
Hey, Jupiter's Jesus.
It's the larger principle that matters. We'll never defeat the Reapers in a full frontal assault, Shepard. The battle against Sovereign 3 years ago took everything we had, and that was just one Reaper.
I haven't forgotten.
So I'll find their soft spots, avoid them where they're strong, and hit them where they're not. And when I find gaps in the armor, I'll hammer them with every soldier, ship, and bullet we've got.
His Joel was fantastic. It really was a I still feel like he disappears into that voice. I don't hear Troy Baker as much as I do in some of his other roles.
Has your analysis of the Prothean device turned up anything?
Liara appears to be right. It's a weapon of some sort. A big one. Beyond that, we really can't say, other than it's going to be a hell of a thing to try and build.
Do you think it's risky, building something like this when we don't even know what it does?
To be honest, the thing scares the hell out of me, but the Reapers have forced our hand. 2 centuries ago, scientists faced the same problem in the Second World War. They weren't sure what the atomic bomb might do. Some thought it could even ignite Earth's atmosphere, but they did it anyway.
Mark Hamill's a good name drop there. I never watched Batman the Animated Series. I'm a huge Mark Hamill fan, going back to the Star Wars film. His Joker is excellent. I've got to enjoy that through the Arkham series.
Any updates on Cerberus?
They're still the wild card here. Hitting the archives on Mars suggests they're after the same thing we are. A way to defeat the Reapers.
It didn't seem as if the Elusive Man was suggesting we appease them. Not like Saren did. You'd think we'd be on the same side, now more than ever.
Cerberus has never played by the rules as we know them. I don't know what their agenda is, but it has nothing to do with humanity's best interests.
The Elusive Man talked about controlling the Reapers. He seemed to think that's how we win this.
He's wrong. Dead Reapers are how we win this.
Doesn't mean he won't try.
I saw your report on that Cerberus soldier you found on Mars. If the Elusive Man is good at one thing, it's finding new ways to subvert science. It's never worked for him before, and it won't now.
Think about that bit of conversation that just took place. I will try not to be overly spoilery if there's anyone here who has not seen the end of this or heard about it a million times by now. However, think about those opposing ideas that were just dropped there in regards to Cerberus. The Elusive Man said it earlier. He thinks he can control the Reapers. Hackett, the military arm of the Alliance, says we can only do one thing. We need to destroy them. Elusive Man, Cerberus, control, Alliance, military, destroy. And in the middle is Shepard. What is Shepard gonna do? Gonna go with one or the other? Is he gonna find another solution? And without going too much further with that, I've never been disappointed by that basic concept that we end up with a couple choices and a central path that... Having trouble, are we? Oh, shit. Oh, we are. Look at that, the bitrate's dying. Man. Oh, that's fun. Well, while I wait a second to see what's going on. It might just stabilize. I think it's stabilizing. I don't know what that was, though. Witching hour. Well, if you're still getting this, let me know. All I was going to say is I kind of liked the idea of the possible outcomes for this game, and they're telegraphed a little bit. I think they're nicely telegraphed. I think it even makes sense that you're being pulled in 2 different directions by Cerberus and the military, and that there's something else that's possible. And I know a lot of people don't like lots of things about the endings, but I like the way it's set up. Let me know if we're back. Is it, try refreshing. It looks stable here again. Try refreshing if needed. Let me know if it's working for you all again, please. There was some thing. Dexter, don't think you've ever asked before, without spoiling anything, how do I feel about the ending? So I was just talking about that, but I don't know if you caught it. I got to play it for the first time when the extended ending was already out. Chat working? Hello out there in TV land. Reloaded page, all is good. Thank you, Dregs. Nice man, thank you. Only lasted a moment. Yeah, it did not last long, and it does. The numbers look good here again. Like I lost everyone for a minute there. You're still there, Dexter. I'm fine with it, but I first played it with the extended ending, and I played all the games back to back after Mass Effect 3 had already come out. The extended ending was already out, so I didn't go through the shock and trauma of what that was like for some people to play it on release and just have... Think about the end of Dragon Age 2, which we just finished, how abruptly it ended. It just kind of goes like, boom, over. And the ending is really, it's just, and I think that's, from my understanding, because I've never gone to watch the original ending, that's more what it was like. Kind of like the brief, truncated ending of Dragon Age 2. I got to see the extended ending. I like the choices well enough, and green's my color. But we'll see what happens when we get there. All right, everybody back? Are we good?
Nothing more, sir.
Nothing more.
Keep me posted. Hack it out.
Commander.
Hey, Connor, awesome. Thank you for sharing that. Connor says, been lurking pretty much all day. Just want to say awesome stream. Nice to see someone take their time with the game, not rush through it, especially with Mass Effect. Glad you shared that. I sometimes feel, you know, am I taking too much time with some things, and sometimes I do rush and regret it. This is one of my favorites. I don't want to leave things out. I don't think we've ever had too much of a rush playthrough. Did rush a little bit in Mass Effect 1 recently. Played through it in 24 hours. Some of the galactic exploration, not reading all the planet descriptions, you could pad things out by quite a bit if you wanted to read every bit of lore, go to every corner of the galaxy. Still though, spending a good 50 hours in these is really satisfying, and I don't know why, but Mass Effect is one of those series, and there are a few of them, that I never get bored playing. Last of Us, some of the Dragon Age, Witcher so far, Wild Hunt, I just don't get bored playing Witcher. Mass Effect might have been the first game series that I realized was doing that to me. Just play it and play it and play it again, and I don't know why. It always feels right. Always want more. I see someone else playing it, I gotta play it. Let's get that carry weight. Maybe we can pick up a shotgun now without dropping too far down from 200% power recharge speed. I'm just gonna click the save while I'm thinking about it. Where are we off to? Are we going to Grissom? Or are we going to N7 Cerberus Lab? Down with Grissom. Should we go to Grissom? Everyone on board? Dexter, you did find the ending to be a train wreck. Well, your opinion is not weak. Oh, Exodus cluster under Reaper control. Reapers are coming! The Reapers are coming! Gonna put a question mark at the end of that. That was a question. Any objections? As we head to Grissom Academy. Go for it! I do love this part of the game. Good times at Grissom Academy. did send David Archer here, didn't we? Go, go, go! The stated mission of the John Grissom Academy, commissioned in 2176, is to serve a student population demonstrating excellence and passion for math, science, and the liberal arts. Its entirely human student body ranges in age, from the early teens to the mid-20s. Although the fact is not heavily advertised, the institution also offers classes for students with biotic capability. The school's Ascension project seeks to train these students and integrate them into normal society. Population 8,620. Yeah, Silidor, you can say if you want. I do know what happens. The Reapers do horrible, horrible things to those they capture. We've seen Husks. We've seen Marauders, which are Turians that have been changed. We're gonna see what happens to Asari that have been changed later in the game. Silidor asks, do you know what happens if you don't go to Grissom? Like to share? Speaking of Grissom, what are we going to be fighting down here? There's going to be mechs and lots of... I don't think I'm ready to take Javik for a spin. Also has good dialogue down here. Liara is still my go-to. She's almost always going to be in the party. Even if we're not romancing Liara this time around, her stasis bubble, her singularity, having warp on the side, being able to... Yes. Liara's going to come most of the time. Chris? Garrus! Rock's Mine is always good. There, he's got overload and concussive shot. Let's take Garrus for a spin. Hunter Assassin, I'm gonna go with not bloody likely on that one. The project. It wasn't, if you remember though, the project that revived Shepard was partly about technology, largely about funding, and I mean, you know, it was kind of glazed over. How did unlimited funding turn into bringing someone back from the dead? Well, suspension of disbelief works in various ways, and I think they handled that intro very well. I love that. But the idea was that the Elusive Man threw an absurd amount of money at it. People that had to be paid for, equipment, research, all of it, whatever. I know you like to speculate. I know you love your theories, but the thing is, that infrastructure's gone. It's not just the technology, it's the resources and the people and all the money required. I don't think we're gonna have much of that. But who knows? I don't know. Still don't have any new mods. Let's see what a shotgun would weigh. Take the lighter scimitar for a moment. Got a shredder mod, a high caliber barrel. 157. Very tempting. 157, we're not losing that much. We're going to Grissom. Is there a weapon bench somewhere on Grissom? If I have trouble with this and I want to drop the shotgun, am I going to be able to do that? I wonder. Dexter, it's good to see you again. Take care. Have a good one. I wish it were just a little lighter, though. Alright, I'm gonna take it, but I usually like being at 200. I'm gonna notice the difference. Probably be a little salty about it. We'll make it work. If we max out concussive shot, damage to organics, forced by 50%. Ode. Damage, we're gonna need the overload down here. Rock's Mine, we could get additional damage or impact radius. boost Prox Mine for now. Mine or Overload? Prox Mine or boosting them both. Take a little more damage from the Prox Mine, right?
And there's the folks who answered the distress call.
Definitely a weapon you can pick up so you can swap.
At least
Good
a dozen
call.
fighters on blockade
Eleanor.
duty. Not too many for us in a straight-up fight. They must want this place bad.
Receiving incoming transmission.
Let's hear it.
SSV Normandy. This is Kaylee Sanders, Director of Grissom Academy. We need immediate assistance. Cerberus is attacking the facility. They're after my students.
This is Commander Shepard. We're blocked on a direct approach.
I know. They've taken control of our docking base.
Any alternatives?
There's an auxiliary cargo port I could probably open.
All right. We'll come in by shuttle and get your students out of there. Joker, can you give me a diversion?
Oh boy, can I?
Timing on that line always seemed a little off to me. You play the game 12 times, you get picky. Love it. Joker's distraction.
Come and get me.
I love that fade though. Fade to the now quiet station.
Keep the shuttle in position.
Shuttle landing. We gotta find some new armor for Shepard, or at least change the colors again. Mistakes were made. Not working for me. I'm not trying to match Liara. Oh. He looks good in it. I don't think Shepard wears it so well.
Commander, I'm locked in a server room around the corner. Cerberus troops are trying to get in.
Are all the weapons still loaded up? They switched weapon types while I was switching weapons, and their their ammo skills were not applied to the weapons that they're holding now. Kill Stealer.
Sanders, we're clear. It's me.
Commander, thank you. Admiral Anderson always said you were the best. And with Cerberus coming for my students, I need the best.
How many of you are there?
Fewer than 20. Most were sent home when word of the Reaper invasion spread. But a few volunteered to stay. Some are prototyping tech for the Alliance. Others are biotics. They've been training for military operations, working together as biotic artillery.
You said something about Admiral Anderson.
Yes, we met, God, what's it been? 20 years ago when he was a Spectre candidate. I was there when Saren betrayed him. David saved my life that day. He's a good man.
He was on Earth when the Reapers hit. He stayed behind when I got off world.
I hadn't heard. We've been cut off from most news. He's alive?
Alive and fighting. He's currently leading the resistance movement.
Good. If we get out of here... well, just tell him to stay alive.
We need all the help we can get.
I just wish it was from somewhere else. But you're right. The Alliance needs help. God bless them. Some of our older students volunteered. Hang on. I've been trying to get communications working.
This is Froberg. There are students
trapped in Orion Hall. Cerberus has us boxed in. They're closing fast.
Damn it.
Orion Hall?
Back out the door and down the hallway. I can get the door open.
I'll bring them back here and we'll make a run for the shuttle.
Thank you, Commander. I'll stay put. With luck, I can regain control of some of our systems. I'll get the door for you. It leads
Going
to
into
Orion
this,
Hall.
Renegade has a slight lead in the poll. You can vote every hour in that poll. Vote again every hour in that poll. Cerberus dragging students off. And screaming.
Attention all students. Cerberus troops have taken control of this station. We have no desire to hurt you. Surrender and you will not be harmed. Resist and we will guarantee your safety.
Nobody's going to hurt you. The file says we need you alive.
But your sister, she's optional. You give us trouble, we'll find her.
All clear.
There may be more nearby. Play dead until it's safe, then get to Kaylee Sanders and security.
Okay, but my sister Sean is out here somewhere too.
How about the whole play dead part? And he's not doing a good job of playing dead either. Still though, play dead? Yeah, I guess. What else is he gonna do? If there's not a good place to hide, maybe playing dead makes sense. Eat sync for an SMG. That. Tactical analysis review. Unshielded opponent approaching at 2 o'clock. Shielded opponent approaching at 12 o'clock. Both holding heavy pistols. Most effective way to take them down? You chose Shockwave. Correct answer, Singularity, followed by Warp. Instructor comments, Shockwave inadequate against shielded enemy. Your barrier would hold long enough against heavy pistols for a Singularity to catch both. Warp on the unstable biotic field created by the Singularity results in an explosion neutralizing both enemies. Liara might be able to detonate her own Singularities depending on the cooldown she ends up with. Singularity is pretty quick. Singularity holds long enough that if there are targets floating from Singularity, she could land a Warp and detonate her own Singularities. So that would be good, since I have a hard time detonating things unless I charge into them. Instructor's log. Let me get your message, and I'm not sure. What? What now? Instructor's log. The kids are getting better at this shit, but I'm worried. I don't think we've got time to pull this off. Enough time to pull this off, and there's just no way they could really survive out there without way more training. Not without any field experience at all. Doing my best to get them ready. Didn't think I'd ever care this much. But I won't let anyone hurt them. They're my kids. Mine. Now, who wrote that? King of the Jungle?
You are the best and the brightest that humanity has.
Aw, nice. Welcome, by the way. Cheers to your fiance and her good thinking. Her sneaky love. So that shield generator was going to shake things up in here a little bit. And now it won't. Look at the sight on that. That really does change my view quite a bit. Alright. Hit him again. Not down now. We start charging about, see what we can do. Make something happen. Now, this is not a safe time to be using the Nova because my barrier goes down and there's still enemies nearby. But we might be able to turn that around. Just make the most of it. What I'm thinking. No, come on. Help my butt up. He cares. Now, stasis has a long cooldown. So, singularity followed by a warp, like the instruction manual on the table for the student set, would actually be a pretty good combo in a lot of situations here, and I just love my stasis bubbles and keep forgetting to do that. This is on Insanity. This is one of the games I like playing on a high difficulty. That is not always the case. It really depends on the game. Some games for me would be spoiled by a difficulty setting that made things take longer, made fights too spongy. And I got to admit, Mass Effect does get a little spongy on Insanity. You got to put a lot of rounds into things, but I enjoy the combat so much and the game. It just doesn't bug me. I think I'm doing all right. I think I'm doing all right with the loadout. Eviscerator, though. What's the weight on the Eviscerator? I bet it's a heavy shotgun. I think we're doing okay on the timing, though. Let's just take it. Oh yes, they're on PC. Though they don't have built-in controller support. The mods work very well. Attack. Another opportunity to change weapons. Alright, let's take a look at the loadout while we're here. Eris. Particle rifle. Haddock is heavy, better damage. It's the best damage I could have right now. Lower fire rate. Can't do weapon mods here in the field. He's carrying the Mantis. Viper has less damage. So for Garrus, let's leave that alone. Shepherd. Got mods on the Scimitar. If I change the Eviscerator, actually hardly weighs more. Maybe about the same. More damage though, less mods. They have on there a Shredder mod. Shredder is slower, holds slightly less, more damage. Called Eviscerator, of course we gotta use it. Okay, that's cool.
Stay back. Goddess, she's bleeding. Shepard, we need to help her.
Sean, can you hear me?
How do you know my name?
I saved your brother. He's with Kaylee Sanders at security. Can you get to her?
Yeah. I just need to rest for a minute. Thank you.
Surrender, and you will not be harmed. Resist, and we can't guarantee your safety.
Commander, I just got an emergency message from the students in Orion Hall. One of our instructors is with them, but they can't hold out much longer.
Is a terminal somewhere? We pick something up. Be able to buy whatever I might have missed at the Spectre terminal, but I think I missed the terminal here. Hey, it's Jack.
Shepard.
Looking good, Jack.
Get down! This thing's out of your league! Shepard, keep it off us!
Alrighty then. Can't see it, but it probably has shields. The reason you can't see it is because there's a smoke bomb going off right now. But that thing has shields. So, yeah, alright, get your warp ammo on. It's supposed to be on anyways. Get your armor-piercing ammo on. I guess we switched weapons. So everything's changed. Okay. Hello! Ammo types, please! Please! I might have to go mobile. I kind of wanted to stay here and strip shields off the Atlas, kite it around this, and I don't know if I'll be able to stay. Do that. Oh. That guy moved. I'm trying to... Did you see where he was by the pole? I was trying to charge to his location, and my eyes followed him as he went flying. I said, screw it, I'll charge to his location here. Yeah, that didn't work. Well, let's see if we can get... Go mobile! And I'm not gonna Nova because I need the barrier I just got so I can survive a few more seconds. Figure out what the heck I just did. Did not have Nova there either. Yeah, where did he go? Where did he go? Which way did he go?
Patching it through.
King of the Jungle, thank you for the host. Yeah. How's your shield? Still up. Even though warp is not good on shields, and I'm gonna need it on his armor. Right now, I need something to happen. We need his shields down. ASAFP, so we can start working on his armor. This is great temper. Okay, it's armor time. And it's not working. This is what happened with the last one. The last one didn't start taking any damage to his armor until he had moved positions from the first time we attacked him. After stripping his shield. Working on it. Shit. Not in cover, not in cover. Do I have a way out? Can't get to that Centurion. I want to be in cover right here, and I might die trying to get there if I get tagged by a single bullet. Down, take cover, men. And they were not in range. There they are now. They were not in range before. Here. Why am I getting closer? That's not smart. But he's almost dead. Oh yeah! Oh boy! You can actually break the canopy with... Oh shit! Yes, I've broken the canopy before and was aware you could break the canopy. This was the guy. This was the guy. Bye-bye, guy. He's not dead. He's flying, though. He's behind me. Awkwardly behind me. Getting up over here. Wait. I didn't get him. What's this? Mommy! You troll! Ah, what a troll. Garrus out. Great timing. One timing taking Garrus out. This might be one of those moments when I do actually use a med kit just because. Really? Just because, really? I took Garrus out. Possible time. Spot's not bad so far. I don't think the troopers are figuring out how to flank this spot. It's not a bad spot. Getting hit every time, though. It would be nice to take care of the troopers. Gara could. I'm gonna... Let's move! Go mobile. Ah, not that! Not that! Not that! Please and thank you! Okie dokie. This team is down. Alright, we're gonna get them back up. I think they will get back up after Buddy Boy here is down. Might have taken this cover. This is bad cover. He's gonna move in way too close on this position. Comes the rocket. I've got more troops. I think we're gonna need the team back. We're gonna need the team back together here. It's gotta happen. He's gonna kill the team again. In the worst place. I don't want to pop out. I want to hit him. Here, come out here. Come out here where I can see you. Thank you. No, I will not be stretching it until late because the stream was down for a bit because of Twitch issues. Unfortunately, that just will not work for me. I need to get ready to stream in the morning. Tomorrow. We're going to be streaming tomorrow. Same time the stream started today. I don't think he's quite where I want him. Close, but not there yet. Probably still steal a little bit of shields. My energy drain is weak so far. I want it to be good. I love energy drain. Right now it's not good. It's not good yet. If I thought I could Nova him, or I wasn't flanked, I probably would. Hold together. Shit. Who even? Alright, gambling on it. Here we go. Boom! Got our barriers. Off the fence. Take cover. Explosion took down my shields, but I'm in cover. I think we'll be alright. Hold together, baby. Hold together.
Will do.
What I want to hear. What I want to hear. Will do. That's my Garrus. Whoa. Just...
Kaylee said she was putting out an SOS.
Oh no, in the
I
smoke.
had no idea the king of the Boy Scouts would show up. All right, amp check. Prangley, those fields were weak. Cerberus isn't gonna lie down out of pity like that girl you took to prom. Grab juice and an energy bar. We move in 5. Damn it! How many times did I tell you not to trust Cerberus?
Pull yourself together, Jack.
Those troops had you on the ropes, Jack. I just saved your ass.
You want a medal?
No. I'd like you to shut up so we can get moving.
As charming as ever.
Good to see you again, Garrus. It still looks like shit. Okay, right now, all I care about is getting my guys out of here.
Your guys?
Yeah. I guess so.
How in the hell did you end up teaching people?
You say it like you think I'm gonna make them explode or something.
She
Alliance Brass knew I helped you. They offered me this. And apparently the students responded well to my teaching style.
The psychotic biotic.
I will destroy you!
I will destroy you!
Rodriguez, you couldn't destroy wet tissue paper.
Cortez to extraction team. The Cerberus cruiser is coming back.
How long have we got?
2 minutes tops, Commander. After that, there's no way we'll get past them.
Get out of here and back to the Normandy. We'll find another way off the station.
Roger that. Good luck, sir.
Shepard to Sanders. The students are safe, but the shuttle's a no-go.
Understood. I might know another way off the station, but I need station-wide camera access. Can you disable the Cerberus security override? It's routed through Orion Hall, so it should be nearby.
Alright, yes. We want to get all the things.
Camera access get us off this station.
We need to reach the Cerberus shuttles.
What you were talking about, S7, right? All the games.
Ships, which gives us a
There are
fighting chance
things.
to escape. Get me back the cameras, and I'll find a path to the shuttles that keep Cerberus from boxing you in.
High priority target. Student ID. Prangley. Status capture priority alpha. Bring back alive at all costs. Vital retrieval subject due to high-level biotic abilities paired with high leadership testing scores considered prime candidate for indoctrination and high-level enhancements for subsequent long-term infiltration relocation. Let's not let that happen. On the other side, before we activate that, I'm thinking I want to take a break before we continue with Grissom, because it's going to take a lot more than a few minutes. And it is time for the last break. Question came up because Twitch had issues today. Am I going to extend the stream by another 2 hours? No, we simply lost a little bit to the Twitch glitch and a little bit to my lack of foresight with the controller mod earlier, having some issues. But we've got a couple more hours tonight, and then we're going to continue this tomorrow. So start playing Wrecking Ball, Jay. Hurry! Intoxicating with the crazy and the capable. Oh yeah, tattoo artist had fun, I bet. Connor, you like how Jack changed, how much Jack changed between 2 and 3? Probably the most out of all the squad mates. Still felt like a natural progression. It's a good way to put it. Not only that, but Jack looks really good in Mass Effect 3. I don't... Okay, little tongue-in-cheek, but still, they really did take Jack, who was a fascinating character in many ways, including her appearance, and improve her in so many ways. She becomes more interesting with her character progression, and her appearance is better. Some characters post changed, but hers probably had the greatest overhaul. Maybe needed it. Her neck was always a little weird. Alright, break time for me. I will see you all real soon. We put on some tunes. We'll continue.
I have detected a signal embedded in the static.
Hunter Assassin, thank you for the follow. You weren't following? You had... Isn't this your second Hunter Assassin account? Were you just following on the other one? Regardless, welcome aboard. When I marked you as a regular earlier, it was in part because I looked and saw what I... Yeah. I'm confused. It's alright. I get confused a lot. Break time. See you soon.